Hello everyone, this is Karsten. Welcome back to Avowed. So we're kind of just finishing up with all of the surrounding regions of Fior Messiverno. I do intend to fully complete this region this episode, but I'm kind of thinking, hey, I haven't actually been to the farmers area here to tell them to call off the rangers. I don't actually intend to tell them to do so, because my intent with this side quest is actually to basically clear out the Zarrips. But I think I will actually leave that for last in this region because I feel like I'm going to learn a little bit more about the Dream Scourge here. And depending on what I learn, it might influence my decision on one or the other. But still, if I completely ignore this area without actually exploring it, I might potentially miss out on dialogue, or loot, or a side quest or something that I don't know exists around here or something. So who knows? So that's the farmer. Okay, I don't intend to tell them what I've been told. Can I talk to you folks, though? No, I can't. Wait.
Hello again, friend. Have you looked in on those Zarrips?
I did. Okay, I'll be back later in the future. Okay, never mind. So I guess I actually talked to them before. But there are some enemies around here that I haven't dealt with, so I might as well deal with them. Right? They're encroaching on the area. Okay, super dead. Hi. Super dead. Kind of crazy how much damage I do at this point in the game. But then again, like I previously observed, I am on the cusp of moving on to a new region, so that makes perfect sense. Right? Once I move into a new region, I'm probably going to run into the same problems I had when I first arrived in this area, right? Where I struggle for basically like an hour fighting mobs, etc., because I'll be completely underpowered. Yeah. So, that'll be interesting once I move to the next area. Hopefully, I'll have leveled up enough, right, in order to actually go in without struggling as hard, but who knows? I have my suspicions that won't be the case. Alright, so nothing over here, nothing too fancy. There really isn't anything that I can see around here at this stage, so I'm feeling pretty confident just going back into town. We may as well do so. Have I been here? To the truffle farm? I've definitely been to the truffle farm. Alright, just gonna check real quick over here, see if there are any spiders I didn't actually take out. Doesn't look like there are any enemies here. That looks traversable, doesn't it? It does, but it's not. Alright, so back into town then. I guess I can just port over. I don't even know. Is this saving me any time? Should I have just run on foot instead of just loading this part? I guess it doesn't really matter. We're here. Oh, I have unspent... When did I have unspent ability points? I did not realize I leveled up. When was this? Yeah, I'm just going to keep boosting my two-handed weapons. I'm just going to keep doing it. Also, another one of my party members wants to talk to me, so that's something to bear in mind. I can do that the next time I'm in camp. And I am now ready to return something... Wait, am I done with the bounties? Yeah, no kidding.
Welcome back. You are here to collect a bounty, huh?
An affirmative in Valian, sure.
Whose death am I recording?
The abandoned farms are clear of Zarrip.
I see. Then the other bounty hunters did not fare so well.
They did not. They super died.
I'm glad at least to know of their fate. Perfetto! That's all of them!
I'm glad I was able to help.
As am I. At last I can turn my attention to more important things. Oh, how I've missed my research. Oh, please take this. It's from my personal collection.
Ooh, am I
of
getting
essences
another
and
unique
knowledges.
item?
I have a feeling you will find it of more use than I would.
Okay, what is it? What did I get? The Tree of Life. Okay, I have to assume it's an accessory. Tree of Life. It might not be an accessory. It might be a weapon? Yes. Oh, it's a shield. Slowly regenerate up to 30% of your maximum health. Ooh, that's pretty good. Is there like a lore thing behind it? Can I read a lore thing? I don't remember. Oh, of course, if I scroll down. The tree depicted on this simple but well-made round shield Seems to be grasping towards the sky with grasping limbs while burrowing roots dig deeply into the ground. The symbol of regrowth and withstanding the endless march of the season is not an uncommon one, but the fervor with which its artist composed it has imbued the shield with a small measure of the great tree's vitality. Cool, alright. I just need to get back into... Where am I going? The Animancy Workshop. I just need to get back into the tower, and then I can plug in the heart that I got from the Delimgan Queen a couple of episodes ago. The one that I retrieved via peaceful option. I also want to get up there, because there's apparently a plant. Let's open this up. There's a plant over there, and I want it. Okay. Please tell me there's another reason for me to be up here. There has to be treasure, right? Hello? Treasure? Yes, treasure. I still get excited about locating treasure, and then I'm like, right. The treasure in this game. I've said this a billion times. Never that impressive. Always just vendor trash. I don't think I'm even supposed to be up here right now, but hey, I made it. More loot. I might as well run around the rooftops, right? Give me all of that. Just more junk, sure. I do like the detail of just the entire city being powered by Animancy. That's kind of cool. Ooh, what's that? Gimme. Thank you. Is that food or letters? Okay, no, it's just... I thought that was like Mjolnir or something for a moment. Okay. Anything else on the rooftops before I move on? I don't often see myself being up here, so... I don't think I'm gonna find much else around here. So, that's probably... Ooh. Well, thank you. That's a random pie. That's pretty much all I'm gonna find, I feel, so let's just head right over. Ow, some minor fall damage, that's fine, could have been worse. Could have been a lot worse. To my friends and colleagues, I won't be needing this equipment anymore. Consider it a donation to the workshop. Use it to fight the Dream Scourge if you can, or to expand the horizons of Animancy if you can't. Whatever you do, I know it won't go to waste. I hope that one day we can work together again. The dream of Fiorme Severno lives in us, not in our bureaucrats, Giada. Cool, okay. So a little bit of progress with the world. Because Giada is of course banished, and she's been packing up while I've been doing all this. Alright. Let's talk, sir.
For an Adiran, you're very resourceful, and a more than capable companion for poor Giada.
Not enough resolve. Does Giada not have many friends?
Very few, save for old Quilici, and he's like a father. Now that I've got the heart, my thirsty invention will drink deeply of its essence. All that's left to do is calibrate it. First things first, let's have a look at your soul. I'm going to ask
I don't know. You're going to see a lot of things that are going to be surprising, I feel.
No, not to worry. Just testing your reflexes. Let's start with an easy one. You wake up on a beach, looking out.
Wait, am I just being asked
Your hands
behavioral questions? What is this?
blood.
Personality and behavioral questions? Yeah, what kind of question is that?
It's less of a question and more of a stimulus. As long as you're honest, there's no wrong answer.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna find an authority and figure out what happened.
All right. Let's try some word association. Tell me the first thing that comes to mind. Pendulum.
I honestly think of the physical object. So in my brain, I thought of a weight. Or even like a wire. So none of this really... I guess clock is good.
Chrysalis.
The first word that comes to mind is an insect. I guess transformation then?
Spark ignites a flame. An idea ignites a war.
Hello? You still with me?
Yeah. I think my soul is particularly sensitive to your examination.
In that case, let's stop it before I do any lasting damage.
Well, I'm not worried about that.
Let's go over your results.
From 2 questions,
Your soul
really?
is like a piece of sea glass. All the edges are smoothed down. Quite beautiful, really.
Well, that's good.
Your godlike nature is a marvel to behold.
Well, I'm glad someone's enjoying it. Yvette and Remy certainly thought so.
God, my condolences.
Yeah, those would be
Those
the
were
2 on the
handfuls,
docks, right?
Even for animancers. What I see is something entangled about your soul.
You're very observant,
An
sir.
outside presence that both is and isn't a part of you.
You are correct. That is a thing.
Oh, dark and rather tricky to pin down.
I don't know how I feel about it being
Very
dark.
Interesting.
A little concerning. What is it doing to me?
Nothing harmful, at least not yet. Fascinating. Thank you for getting my machine calibrated again.
You're welcome.
But you came for Giata's theory of the dream scourge.
Correct.
Between the 2 of us, she's on to something. Our farms are in great
Between the
peril.
2 of us, so you believe her, but
Essence has
not
been
enough
drained from
to stand up
the-
for her. Got it.
Diverted.
Thanks. Well done.
Like the flow of a river.
The essence has to go somewhere.
Exactly.
I also saw the
If I know
note
essence,
about why didn't anyone defend
can't
her.
have gone
I wish
too
I could have
far.
chosen that too.
All I can tell you is keep looking. You'll find what you're after.
Oh, I believe
As
you.
much as I hate giving people bad news, that's all I have. Please give Giata my fondest regards.
Alright, will do.
Keep looking, huh? I'm getting a bad feeling about what we'll find.
That's a little concerning.
He lost me when he started talking about souls. What did I miss?
You never listen, do you, Marius?
Strange how the heart remains warm after death.
Yep, okay, so that's that. I'm told to go down there. Giada's house, oh, okay. Will you actually let me into the basement now, or is that still not a thing? Hey,
Something the matter? I hope none of my colleagues scared you off.
no, we're fine. I could just say, oh, I've met with all of them, but I feel like if I just go with that, I'm going to miss out on all of these dialogue choices, so... I had a very, impolite exchange with Yvette and Remy.
I hate to admit it, but I saw that one coming. Those 2 don't get out much. When Ignacy took away their research funding, I pulled some strings to get it back. He told me
Was
I
it
a
worth
fool,
it?
but they'll prove him wrong someday. I have faith.
Alright, I'll take your word for it. What about Elia?
I hope you had an enlightening visit at the corpse farm.
I did, I don't
Elia is
particularly
one of my
approve.
favorite neighbors, second only to Quilici. When her best farmhand got stuck up a tree, I got him down in one piece. Well, several pieces.
I guess you're more open-minded than
I've
I am
always
on
looked
that.
up to her.
I also consulted with Monto Pastor.
And you got his machine up and running.
That I
That's
did.
what I call progress. I helped Monto after his wife died.
Oh,
She was brilliant, and he took the loss hard.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to miss him. Sounds like you've met with everyone. We're ready to get started. So, did you learn anything of particular interest?
Not really. You were right about the Dream Scourge. It's older and stranger than we thought. We need a pillar of Adra. It might be able to connect the Dream Scourge to what's happening in the living lands. I'm gonna pick 2.
Makes sense. You won't find a better source of energy. Look at us. Barely even started. And already we're making progress. Monto's machine is working, Elia will keep an eye on her revenants, and Yvette and Remy are providing us an alibi.
Are they? Are we studying the Dream Scourge or planning a heist?
Under the circumstances, the 2 are not so different.
Okay.
I needed those animancers for more than their expertise. Monto's invention nullifies spiritual interference. Having it up and running means we won't get any false signals.
It didn't
Whenever
stop
it happened to an Adra
the
killer,
voice
Elia's
from talking to me,
farmhands tend
though.
get a little
And
bite.
I think I
Thanks
consider
to
that
you,
to be
they
spiritual
won't be a
interference.
problem. And then there's Yvette and Remy, the governor's eyes and ears.
Is that
In
what they are?
exchange for privacy, I gave them a test subject. I'd call that a good day's work.
Okay. I hope their expertise was helpful as well.
Absolutely. I wanted to see the Dream Scourge through different perspectives. Thanks to you, I have. Now we just need the right equipment for the job.
Okay, you're gonna send me on
When my
another gathering
parents
quest. What do
died,
you need?
They left me their life's work. An invention like no other. The phantasmal focus.
Okay. Is that the thing that you're wearing around your neck, or is that something else? I'm guessing you want to study the Dream Scourge by filtering out local interference. That's literally what she just told you.
Exactly. There are many ways of going about it, but my mother's invention will get us quick results. The problem is it's in the basement. I haven't gone down there since the accident.
Okay, so now you'll take me to the basement. That's good.
Died.
I can't blame you for avoiding a place like
Yeah, fair.
I would get it myself, but I'm not ready to face what's down there.
Okay, do you want to talk about it?
Right now, I would rather focus on the work ahead of us. The door to the
Oh.
basement is just outside, around the corner.
Oh, I know. I tried it
Of course
before.
you'll need the key.
I wasn't allowed to
Please excuse
lockpick
the
it.
mess.
Story blocked, you know?
I don't go into the lab anymore.
So I
That's
heard.
where her parents died. I'm glad we can spare her from having to go back.
Yeah. Marius, do you have any
Welcome into
lines?
The basement of an Animance regiment. Right, feels great.
Okay, Marius, chill out. This is also powered by whatever's going on down here. Please go no further. Stop where you are. The Castell family laboratory is closed to the public and hazardous to life. Nothing in here is worth dying for. There is no research or renown to be discovered. Only a danger we still do not understand, which may yet linger even in the absence of life. You know, that reading is very, or that warning is very reminiscent of the warnings that we have for like nuclear waste sites and stuff, right? Literally being like, there is no treasure. This is not like some like place of reverence, right? There's nothing to be found here except death, you know, like that type of thing. It is important that you understand my parents were the greatest animancers who ever lived, and they do not leave this place the way they entered. What happened to them can happen to you, Giada. Okay, well that's great to hear. In we go. I see some shrooms, but that seems pretty normal
right
around here.
Stay ready.
Haven from the blight. Who grows here?
I don't know. Arthur Castell's will. To Giada, I leave my mother's amulet, which I think she's wearing, the only piece of the Valian Republics I took from home. My one condition is that she wear it as a reminder that we all come from somewhere. May she find a comfort in a chain that binds the present to the past. I leave her also the house, the lab, and our inventions. Yes, all of them, with no conditions or expectations to weigh her down. Forgive us. Okay, well, at least you got to write a will. That's good. That's good. The Many Faces of Bareth. Sure. That's like the death-related deity, right? Cordella Castell's will. Archer insists that I write something down in case the worst should come to pass. But what inheritance do I have to offer? What legacy do I leave? I took no possessions from the homeland. I owe nothing but my ambition and my mistakes. The ink is blotched, as if someone tapped their quill on the parchment several times before continuing. To Giada, I leave my unshakable resolve, the determination to see her plans through to the bitter end, and the presence of mind to remember what is important. Let her have all of my best qualities. Should the experiment fail, I won't need them anymore. Sorry, anymore. Not where I'm going. Okay, well, that's not much that you're leaving her, but sure. More stuff. Uh-huh. Archer Castell's journal. Okay, am I going to find one for Cordella as well? Cordella is right, of course. We could refine the phantasmal focus for the rest of our lives, or we could put it to good use. So why do I have such doubts? Our plan has always been to tinker with the natural order, but nature is not so orderly in the living lands. If we poke too hard at nature, who's to say that something else won't poke back at us? Alright, intriguing. Concerned letter. My friends, you spend too much time in the privacy of your lab. Or privacy, however you want to say it. I usually say privacy, but I just decided to go for a different pronunciation. I don't know why. I know that words were exchanged and more than one ego is bruised after that incident at the workshop, but the damage is superficial. Our community is always ready to welcome you back with open arms. For the moment, I am seeing to Giada's education, but I urge you to give her the attention she deserves. She's a promising young woman in a difficult and influential time of her life, and she needs the counsel of her family now more than ever. Per Quilici. Okay. Very ominous. Yep. Short. Very ominous. Worried scribblings. The device should not work, and yet it does. Therein lies the problem. Theory and reality are in conflict, and to succeed without comprehension is worse than failure. I have learned nothing and can assume nothing about the limitations of this invention, which frightens me almost as much as Cordella's insistence that we keep going. All I know is that the device is tapped into something. I believed it was the essence of the living lands. What if I'm wrong? What if it's... Several paragraphs have been violently scoured from the page. Have we transgressed so far into the unknowable that we are blind to the grave we dug ourselves? I must make preparations for Giada's future. Dusty letter from Maxim Vidaro. Artur, do you have everything you need? After Cordella's outburst at the workshop, they say she retreated into a private lab, which is perfectly fine, but I worry about you and little Giada. Let me know if you need anything, even if it's just to talk. I understand your research has made some ambitious strides. Good for you both. When you are ready to surface again, we have a game of Hazatoha to finish. I'll keep the pieces warm. Maxim Vidaro, governor of Fior Mesiverno. Well, you know, found his corpse, so... I'll take that. Thank you. Is this the machine, or is the machine back there? Oh.
I feel pretty certain that those people aren't supposed to be plants.
Oh.
What a horrific fate.
Beauty reborn. A life of peace.
They're dead voice? That's not like a good thing, just so you know. Cordella Castell's journal. Artur has been quiet lately, so I know he's worried about the experiment. He thinks the island will object to our interference, as if such a thing was even possible. Clearly, our daughter is cut from my side of the family. I can't wait to teach her everything we've learned. With any luck, Giada will be as wild and audacious as the forces at play around her. Okay, so Cardella is clearly the scientist who kept pushing, and Artur is the one who is a little bit more reserved and concerned. And it turns out that he was right to be concerned, it seems. Huh. I don't blame her for not wanting to come down here, considering her parents are still here. Phantasmal focus. Well, clearly something exploded here. Well then. Still holding a teacup, huh? You guys aren't gonna, like, attack me or anything the moment I pick this up, are you?
Guards. We can leave now, right?
I would like to
Oh,
leave as
Giada.
well.
To think she's been living with this right under her nose.
Did she know that this was down here, or did she just never come down? Well then, I don't even know how much I should tell her if she didn't know.
Anyone know what happened back there?
I think those were Giada's parents, or whatever's left of them.
So they're dead?
They seem pretty
Or
dead.
something like that.
Gods. I can't believe this.
Yeah, I'm not super thrilled by it either. What level am I now? Am I 15? Level 14. Okay, so I can't get the crit yet. I really want the critical strike. But since I'm still building up, I might as well take the last... Oh, I can't even pick this. I need to be level 15 for that too. That's annoying. Maybe in order to preserve my stats and I can get both, I'm going to hold on to this... not stats, skill points, yeah. In order to preserve my skill points, I'm going to hold on to this. And then next time I level up, I'm going to put points in both. What do I even want to do? Resolve? I guess resolve is okay. Although, more perception seems good. Let's just be as perceptive as possible. Just more and more crit. This seems like a bad plan. What about my my companions? How are they doing? They're not level upable at the moment. Okay, well, Giada, I'm coming back, just so you know. I'm kind of thinking, actually, maybe I should... No, never mind. I was going to say, maybe I should go back to camp and talk to my companion before doing this. Because I feel like this is going to trigger more companion dialogue and I might miss something, but... Oh well.
You're back.
We'll see how it goes.
You found it. You actually found my inheritance. Did you see my mother and father? Are they still there?
You literally never stepped down there ever, did ya? And I'm surprised no one helped you clear the place out afterwards. Kulichi never went down there? Giada, you might have warned me about that.
I didn't have the words. All that's really down there is an unhappy memory. One that keeps on growing.
Yeah, the plant life, right? So, do you want to talk about it now? Or, regardless, they deserve a proper burial.
Quilici thought so too.
Oh, okay, so they
Even
did
Ignacy
offer.
offered to lend a hand, but I forbade it. My mother had an idea about how to use the essence of the living lands, and it destroyed her. My father, our family.
People are too quick to risk everything for an ideal. I'm sorry it didn't work out for your family.
So I swore an oath. No one could enter the lab until I understood what happened.
Okay, we're no closer right now, are we? Until today, so you know what happened?
I'm on the right track to figuring it out, which is almost as good. Enough about me. Let's worry about you for a change. With the phantasmal focus, I can finally tap directly into the essence of the living lands. I can also use it to smack around anyone who gets in our way.
Yeah, okay. How about we don't explode and turn into plants at any point, huh? You want to use that thing as a weapon?
Don't worry. It's more durable than it looks. Kind of like me. The only thing we're missing now is an Adra pillar. And I know the perfect one. Naku Tedek. The old
Oh,
goddess
okay, we can go back
west
there.
of Fjord. There should be some equipment waiting for us.
We could always use the Adra pillar in the workshop. That probably sounds dangerous. If something does go wrong, then the entire city would be screwed. What is animancy equipment doing in some old ruin? What do you think?
We used it to study the Adra pillar. Then some priests moved.
Oh yeah,
in
that's
and
right.
took
There are some
offense
priests
at our
there.
work.
It's been a while since
I
I've been
hope
over
they
there.
haven't tampered with the equipment, or this will be a very short experiment.
True enough. I will mention the Adra pillar in the workshop, but she'll probably give me that same thought.
That ragged thing?
Oh.
It's as dry as a bone. Hardly any essence left. Even if it wasn't, I'm not exactly welcome in the workshop these days.
True. I have a little experience with Godless Ruins.
Naku Tedek is special. I used to play there as a child and take rubbings of the memorial plaques.
I actually looked at all those.
Historians think it may have once been a burial ground. A place where souls can return to the earth.
You're not wrong.
So, we kept the tradition alive.
If my memory of a
Many
past
our
life, sir,
founders are
was
buried
correct.
there. Though not all of them, as you discovered.
Oh, about Maxim? Yeah.
Well, that covers everything.
I like the incidental
Let's go.
dialogue. She's like, hey,
Dream
they're at
Square
least
can't hide
acknowledging,
for long.
oh, you found his dead body.
Before we head out, let's make the most of our time in Fjord. No telling how long we'll be gone.
Is this
And
warning
I
me of a
hate to
point of
be
no
a
return?
problem, but I do my best work in small groups. Chalk it up to performance.
Yeah,
anxiety.
yeah. We gotta keep it short. Down to 3 people at a time in the party. I understand. Marius, get the hell... Oh, wait. Where was this performance anxiety when you were shouting in Vidaro's face?
That was not my finest hour. I was so angry. Mistakes were made.
Sounds
When
like
it
it.
comes to the Dream Scourge, I don't want there to be any mistakes.
Okay, Marius, go back. I don't need you.
Sounds good. I need to do some hunting anyway.
Once we're all together, we should trade ghost stories. Best
Sounds
way
fun.
to get acquainted. In the meantime, let's be off.
Alright, new companion! Giada uses animancy to understand the world around her. While the science of souls remains controversial, she believes the untapped essence of the living lands can and should be put to good use. She wants to prove her convictions by supporting the party in battle. Armed with a phantasmal focus, I assume it's that, she draws on the spiritual currents of the living lands to heal and defend her friends. Nice. Giada calls forth an invigorating wave of energy that heals allies by 25% of their maximum health. Spectral Jolt. Order Giada to empower and activate... Okay, she just activates essence generators. The healing aspect. I have a healer now. I have a healer and a tank. So I can serve as DPS. And now I have a fully functional party. Finally. Thank goodness for that. Also, everyone wants to talk to me, which is not surprising. Well, I guess I'm going to look immediately at my new companion, Giada. So, okay, obviously we're going to have a fourth. It's going to be, that rat girl with the voice I don't like. Because I've seen her in promotional material. So, Purification is unlocked. I should definitely unlock everything at minimum. So we've got barrier, increased move speed and attack speed of all allies. Holy crap, that's buff. That haste is so good. Giada's attacks heal all allies. Oh, that's also good. So she just heals it every time she attacks someone? This is all good. Allies empowered gain 15% damage reduction. This is... holy crap. This is all so good. 50% versus 25% also sounds good. But empowered by acceleration, 50% damage reduction? You know what? I'll take it. Oh. Oh, you have to pick. Right. Any abilities activated while acceleration is active will have their cooldowns reduced by 50%. So I can just make Kai taunt a bunch. That might be better, to be honest. Huh. Or I can give her bonus utility, and when she heals we gain damage reduction. Which also seems good. Oh, this is all good. All good. I don't know what to pick. Also, my mouse just died. You know, I actually really wish that she regenerated my stamina as well, but I guess that would be too strong. So you know what? Give me the damage reduction. I just need a little bit, and then I can drink potions as necessary, right? Okay. So that's that. Where are we going now? We're going back to Nakutetic, that's right. So we'll exit the area, and then we're going to go to a camp, because I suspect I have a lot of dialogue to go through. I've got 3 people who want to talk to me. So one at a time. I guess I'll do Kai, Marius, and then the newcomer. I'll just in order of the companions gained. That sounds pretty good. Alright, and now straight over to Nakutetic, because there's a camp there, which is perfect for me. So as soon as I'm done well, actually, I haven't found all the artifacts in this region yet, have I? That is something I'm going to have to do. Let me see here. Still have to do this. Relic. Return to Alphonse. Oh, I forgot this was a thing. That's cool. Return to Rosanna. Oh, I forgot about her. Sorry. And the totem. Hidden in ruins of heathens long gone, the Octet of Skulls sings a silent song. From on high the third surveys the land, sowing the seeds of revolt near at hand. Idol of violent rebellion. Well, technically Nakutetic would be a ruins, right? Although there's also a godless sinkhole, a sunken village. Oh, no, sunken village is not. What's the other thing? Violent rebellion. From on high, the third surveys the land. Maybe at the top of the tower, or ranger headquarters. Whatever, like, the highest point of the area would be. I don't know. Well, the point is... Hi.
I still can't believe it. Dorso was betraying her brothers-in-arms, all in the name of saving Emerald Stair. At least she got what was coming to her.
That's surprising, coming from you. Aren't you all for giving people the benefit of the doubt?
Well, yeah. But there are some lines you don't cross. Turning on your own people is one of them.
Every hard and fast rule has some exceptions.
I'd hope this one doesn't. But you're right.
I mean, right now we're turning against Adir.
Just please be careful.
Right? Like, you gotta keep that in mind. Hey, what's this about?
I saw this in Rauatai's campaign in the Deadfire. You start out with purpose. You're fighting alongside your brothers and sisters.
I just realized this kind of looks like a little dolphin, and I'm gonna be distracted by that forever now.
To a lawless, divided land. But then, you're breaking up villages, turning tribes against their rivals. It gets messy. Fast.
What are you trying to say?
Empires are hungry, Envoy.
True.
And they devour their own, too. Don't let your allegiances turn you into something you can't live with.
Noted.
Should I break out the booze?
Tell me about our other companions.
I'm not much of a gossip. Okay, who do you want to know about?
Tell me about Giada.
She's got a lot of heart, and she's loyal to her people and their principles, even when it costs her. Giada's lost her home, but kept her resolve. It takes a special kind of person to weather what she has and emerge stronger for it.
Okay, so you
Travel
admire
to
her, which is
figure
not a
out
bad
after
thing.
all this, but she's gonna be okay.
Well, that's good. I thought you didn't care for animancy. Giada could drive the future of animancy. Even the colleagues who disagreed with her clearly respect her. True.
I noticed that too. It says a lot. I can't say what I'd want the future of animancy to look like, but there's no one I'd trust more than Giada to figure it out.
Okay, well, that was fun.
Sure.
Thank you. Bye.
Get some rest.
And, where is he? Marius?
Envoy?
Marius?
Hard to imagine what Giada's going through right now, with her parents and all that. I mean, I have no idea what actually happened there, but she lost her people.
Of course, that would
She'll need
strike
time
home
to
for
get
you,
past
right?
that. And she deserves it. Right. Changing the subject.
Let's talk about
Right.
our new companion.
I'm sure you'll find it absolutely gripping.
I want to hear
Go
everyone's
ahead.
thoughts.
I'll tell you whatever you want to know.
Anything I should know about Kai?
As you know, Kai and I have worked together in the past.
True.
It's a blessed miracle he never got me killed.
Did I never ask him about this?
Honestly,
I could have sworn I did.
He's a good guy. A bit too quick to ask questions for my taste, but... Kai's good enough. Tell him I said that I'll cut a hole in your water skins.
Alright, sure. Wait, you didn't tell me about Giada.
I hope no one minds. I made myself at home.
No one minds, don't
mind
worry.
at all.
Oh,
It's good to have you. Tell us a bit about yourself, Giada.
Let's see. A few things about me. I enjoy long conversations, and my favorite season is autumn. Apparently, I also snore, which annoys some people.
So do I. Glad it won't just be me now. We should
Is
pitch our
Marius
tips on
gonna
these
talk,
ceremonies.
or-
The drone really helps
Huh.
you sleep.
Right, that's me. And the first rule of camp is never listen to Kai. He's a blessed Nimdude of the highest order.
If anyone needs their soul tinkered on, don't hesitate to ask.
yeah, that's gonna freak him out.
I'm
He's
not
very
a bad
anti-animancy from what I've seen.
I'll take your word for it.
I think actually everyone's kind of nervous around animancy, but you're actively scared of it, so. Okay, let me go and annoy him in a sec. I kind of want to cook stuff, but do I really care? Not right now. Okay.
Envoy?
Tell me more about Giada. That dead-eyed stare is a little concerning.
Right. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Tell me about Giada now.
Giada's a mystery to me. Animancers give me the vrickas, and for good reason.
Let me guess. The shivers? Lember phrase, feeling of unease. Yeah,
Most
basically.
of them would just as soon turn your soul into jewelry as look at you. Giada seems different. She's smart, thoughtful, and she's got a spine, too. You can tell when someone needs extra help out here, and she doesn't. So,
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I don't understand her, but I guess I don't have to, really.
Alright. Tell me more about
Oh,
you.
good. Let's have it.
Nothing.
Anyway,
Never mind.
What do you need?
Absolutely nothing. Get some rest.
You too.
Alright, Giada. You're the newest party member. Let's talk.
Thank you again for letting me join you.
You're welcome.
An animancer never misses an opportunity to embrace the unknown. Still, being an animancer feels different without Fior Messiverno. For the first time, I don't have to prove myself to anyone.
I think you're going to enjoy working for yourself.
It'll take some getting used to, that's for sure. At least now I have a place I can call my own.
You're welcome to stay as long as you'll have us.
Good, because I have a lot of research to do. And this could take a while. Not to change the topic, but this little adventure of ours, will it be dangerous?
Yes. Does that make you uncomfortable?
Just making sure I know what I signed up for. My mother and father taught me how to defend myself, among other things. When you need me, I'll be ready.
Got it.
I hope
Thank
so
you.
anyway.
Now let's talk about
Go
Emerald
on, then.
Stare.
I'm listening.
I'd like to know more about Fior Messiverno.
Ah, you want a story?
Yes, I
Very
do.
well. Settle in. It all started about 50 years ago in the great city of Spirento. A young nobleman by the name
Yep,
of
Maxim.
Maxim Vidaro sought to inherit a distinguished government position.
The same Maxim Vidaro whose body I found in a cave.
We'll get to that.
Okay.
A distant cousin cheated Maxim out of the title. He was devastated, his political future uncertain. No one lifted a finger to help. Not the banks, not the merchants, or the politicians. So, Maxim did what Valians do best.
I kind of feel bad I didn't have her with my party when I discovered his body. Arcane Scholar, Animancy?
Not exactly, but close. Maxim plotted his revenge. They say he prayed to Scan, the effigy.
Oh, Scan, that's how you
god
say
of
it.
rebellion and defiance.
I
to
wondered.
ask for a blessing. And Scan answered. Take their best and brightest, their heirs, their scholars, their futures, to the far side of the world, never to return. And Maxim did just that. He gathered a following and left the Valian republics, giving thanks to his dark god.
Okay, but did the Valian republics fall apart with the next generation gone? So he founded an animancy commune in the Living Lands.
We prefer to call it an intellectual haven of free thinkers.
Sure, okay.
But it's true that most of us are animancers. Spirento was full of animancers, many of them in debt. And Maxim was a wealthy patron. They needed each other. So the animancers followed Maxim all the way out here, including my parents, Quilici, and others around town. At the time, this place was an animancer's dream. No oversight, limited government, and soil rich with essence.
Things are a little
40 years
different these
later,
days.
Maxim
Yeah.
vanished. They say the effigy came to collect his soul.
No, I think he was just bored.
Of course, you and I know better.
Yeah.
He died peacefully, content that what he made would outlast him. His son has been in charge ever since. For better or worse.
Mostly worse. He's not quite living up to his father's example.
His father had the advantages of growing up in Valian society.
Okay,
So
fair.
did mine.
But you turned
He
out
and I
okay.
might squabble in public from time to time, but we're both just figuring it all out as we go. Thanks for listening. We should do this again.
We absolutely will. I have more questions.
Story. Just not the dreams I have afterwards.
Was that really a
Never
ghost story,
heard that
though?
Before. Probably a lesson or two in there.
One of these days you'll have to tell me an Adiran ghost story.
Sure,
Learn
if
a
I
lot
happen to
about
know any.
people by what scares them.
You must know some local gossip.
Let me think. Quilici has a girlfriend, as cute as a button, and as smart as an archmage. That
Isn't
isn't
he
a
with,
secret.
what's her
I'm
name?
just happy for
The
him.
rat that I don't like? Anything else?
Have you heard of the incident at Beldereno Pass?
Yes, I did.
20 settlers lost their lives in a winter storm. Ever since, people have heard ghostly cries from a nearby cave.
That's been dealt with, actually.
Fascinating, isn't it? Tragic, of course, but fascinating.
Anything else?
Sorry to disappoint you, but I haven't heard anything new of late.
Alright, that's
Being
fine.
an outcast means being out of the loop.
That's okay. Don't you worry about it. I want to
What
ask
do
about
you
you.
want to know?
Whew. What do you know about our, what do you think of our travel companions?
Anyone in particular? I warn you, I'm not the best judge of first impressions.
That's okay. How about Kai?
Kai is a useful fellow. We need people like him to keep you grounded. Just not too grounded. On the surface, Kai is all charm and confidence. You feel good knowing he's around. But there's something deeper. Something in his core that he guards from everyone. Maybe even himself.
Do you think we should be concerned?
Oh, not at all. Kai is a sweetheart. And if that's who he chooses to show us, then that's who he is.
Fair.
If there's another side to him, he'll show us when he's good and ready.
We've gotten to see a
No need
little
to
bit of
rush
it
a
already,
natural
actually.
process.
He's always big on second chances, so either he's done something wrong or he's been in a situation where he had to make a choice. What about Marius?
Marius is working through something.
Yep,
An old
he's
wound that hasn't
always
healed.
focused on losing his
Search for
family and home
forgiveness?
because he
Who
got
knows?
exiled.
He's a tough fellow, but I wouldn't put too much pressure on him.
What kind of pressure?
Good question. Mental and emotional pressure, specifically. Marius could hunt the great western stag if he set his mind to it, but his own feelings elude him. When he wants to find himself, give him room to do so, but don't push him. Just be there to catch him.
Got it. Okay. What about me?
We haven't been together long, but I think I have you figured out.
We've been together for
In
like
Paradise, you have a
10 minutes.
reputation for being an unlawful misfit.
Do I?
This is the frontier, after all. We don't exactly do things by the book. Fior Messiverno tolerates you well enough. No doubt thanks to my influence.
The influence of an
Of course,
exile?
all I
Okay,
know is
thanks.
what you've done. You may not think these choices reflect who you are. At the end of the day, you shouldn't care what anyone thinks. All that matters is how you see yourself.
Fair.
I've
True.
spilled all the gossip I know. Ask me again when there's a new face in camp.
Alright, sure. Hey, can we talk about what happened to your parents?
I suppose you deserve to know. After what I put you through. My mother wanted to expand Fior's agriculture. Feeding Emerald Stair wasn't ambitious enough. She wanted to feed the world. She thought she could break the wilderness, using animancy as the whip. Turn the living lands into a garden.
That sounds ambitious, but also incredibly dangerous.
That's putting it lightly. After my father put the finishing touches on the phantasmal focus, she was impatient to get started. After all, whoever controls the spirit of the living lands has nature in the palm of their hand.
That's a lot of power for one animancer.
My father thought so too. Emerald Stair was just the beginning to her. My father thought she was brilliant. Others thought she was mad.
Bit of
I
both.
think
Usually
she
a
was
bit a
victim
mix of
her
both,
own
yes.
ambition. She wanted so much and there was so little time to achieve it. Theoretically, her plan should have worked. But the living lands had other ideas. When she used the phantasmal focus, theory collided with reality. Everything went wrong.
And you plan to use the same item as a weapon. And how are we going to avoid having the same fate befall us? I'm not sure. Does animancy often change people like that?
No. To my knowledge, the accident was no everyday occurrence. But neither was the experiment. My mother transgressed on nature, on existence itself. Still, I don't understand what went wrong. When I do, then I can finish her work.
Alright. What do you think happened? What makes you think we'll fare any better than your parents did?
My mother and father didn't know the risks, and I can't stop thinking about them. Caution and experience will stop us from repeating their mistakes.
Hopefully. And what do you think happened?
I can't rule anything out, but I suspect the Dream Scourge had something to do with it. It lives in the essence of the living lands, corrupting whatever it touches. And if I'm right, that means it's been here a long time. Or the forces behind it.
This question, how old were you? Based on the letter from Quilici, I'm going to guess anywhere between 12 and 16.
I was 17.
Oh, I was a little off.
That makes it... Gods, has it been 13 years already?
Okay, so you're 30
After
years
they
old,
died,
noted.
I wouldn't go near a lab. It was ages before Quilici got me to crack open a book. I have a lot of catching up to do in my studies. Need to make up for lost time. That's all I care to say for now. At least, about this topic. I thought my family's research could help Emerald Stair. That it could banish the Dream Scourge from our lands. Of course, Vidaro wouldn't even give me a chance. He was afraid of history repeating itself.
I mean, I don't blame
Still,
him, but
I'm
fair.
hopeful. This legacy of mine could change animancy as we know it. And something tells me I'm close to a breakthrough. Closer than my mother ever got.
Is that what you want?
Good question. The idea of finishing my parents' work gives me a warm feeling.
Is this like an
But
obsession,
do I
or is
want
this
it?
something that you actually want
I
to
know
do?
I've got one lifetime, and I want to do something with it.
I thought we had many lifetimes, both ahead of us and behind us, about the wheel, yes?
Very good. You know your metaphysics. This is the one life where I am Giada Castel.
Yeah, true.
Animancer extraordinaire, In the next life, I could be an idiotic tree.
True
I
enough.
have an obligation
Just
to
like your
family.
parents. Too soon.
No Animancer has engineered an ecosystem before. Maybe, with a little luck, I could be the first.
Okay. Your surname is Castell. Any connection to Castell's Folly?
That little island off of Dawnshore?
It's not even spelled the same,
None that I
Karst.
know of. Ignato Castell led the Valiant trading company in the Deadfire Archipelago. Among other things, he invested in the future of animancy, and apparently he had interests here.
No family connection then.
I hope not. I wouldn't want my family associated with speculation, corruption, and whatever else happened in the Deadfire. We have enough problems already.
What was Castell's Folly?
He had some ideas about moving great distances in the blink of an eye. As far as I know, he was unsuccessful. Animancy and ambition are a dangerous mixture. Intoxicating, but dangerous.
Any idea what happened to him?
Afraid not. I've heard a lot of contradictory stories coming out of the Deadfire in recent years. Some say Castell is still in power, while others think his second-in-command took over the Valiant trading company. You know how it is. Wherever there's conflict, there's bound to be misinformation.
Of course, and multiple
Unfortunately, that's all I
perspectives.
know.
You gotta keep that in mind
Whether
too.
or not Castell succeeded, I don't think it's folly to dream.
Fair. Have you ever tried animancy on yourself?
Now that you mention it, I did try and awaken my soul to become fully aware of my past lives.
I could just take you to the
Every
Watcher,
Animancer
you know.
tries and fails. It's practically a rite of passage. So, one evening, I crept into the workshop and cobbled an invention together from spare parts. Amateur work. Then I turned it on. Big mistake.
What happened?
The next thing I knew, it was morning. I was floating in the fountain, and my head was pounding like a drum.
You don't need animancy for that.
Right? Yeah, you can just
Rum
get
and a
drunk.
crew on shore leave.
That answers a lot of questions, honestly.
Sometimes I wonder, what if it actually worked? What if all of this happened before, and I'm just reliving the events of a past life?
Don't start
Try not
raising
to think
that
about it too
possibility,
much.
please. Please don't tell me we're in a time loop. Or a recurring cycle. How does the phantasmal focus work?
A simple question with a very complicated answer. The device is attuned to the spiritual energy of the living lands, much like a compass to magnetic north. But essence is chaotic by nature. As you saw with your own eyes, imposing order on chaos is not without risk.
I still don't really know what your parents tried to do. You say they tried to harness the essence, right, and control it. How would they accomplish that if they're not if they did it in their basement and not even at the spiritual center? You're saying the living lands doesn't want to be controlled. I mean, that makes sense. Yeah.
Indeed. Don't get me wrong. This invention is a small miracle, but it isn't enough. The phantasmal focus was supposed to be the start of something grand. One lever of a device that exists only in theory. Perhaps it should remain that way.
Probably. Okay.
What's on your mind?
I think that's everything.
Pleasant
Cool.
dreams.
Yes, you too. Definitely need to find some more artifacts, but I guess I can do that. Oh. Select 2 companions to join you. You and you. Wait. Oh, that's kind of cool that they have, special, or rather, different images depending on if they're active or not. What the?
Did they not glow in the light? Her parents, her sentinels.
I think you're a bit too happy about this.
Grow and flourish still, life without rot, form without death.
I mean, that's one way to observe it, but... You call that life? I doubt Giada thinks her parents are still alive in any way that matters to her.
The lake dries. Prune the bellflowers. Why should anything wilt? Endless spring.
I think your values and mine are a little bit different
They
here.
flower. They will never fade.
A little concerning. Somehow I don't think they agreed to this. Do you think there's a way to turn them back into people?
Apple into seed. We think not. They have blossomed now.
What happened to their souls?
They sing in peace. Was it not worth the change?
No, we can't decide for others. They should always have a choice.
Do we not? The bear would have spent its days in the woods. They are strong now, vibrant, better than their frail shells.
You disgust me. Just let me sleep.
Even the darkest evening clouds part with the morning mist. Sleep now. Dream of beauty and new life. We will speak soon.
Right, okay. Travel to Nakutedek with Giada. Oh, Giada wants to talk to me again. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna go right back into camp then. Giada, what do you need to talk to me about that you couldn't talk to me about before? Well?
I can't believe it. Ranger Dorsal, a traitor to Fior Messiverno. Shame we had to kill her.
What do you mean we? I did this all before meeting you, but okay. Or before you joined my party.
More or less.
She was wrong about Fior Messiverno, about your people. What would you have done? Yeah, let me ask her opinion.
Usually my people send traitors into exile. Let nature sort them out. Exile in the living lands is not the worst fate a criminal can suffer, but it's close, and always deserved. Still, it's a shame. Dorso gave up on the dream of Fior Messiverno. Blamed animancers for the problems we tried to solve. And I hate to see anyone lose hope. That's all for now. Let me know if there's anything else.
People keep talking to me like I actively went and murdered her or something. It's like, quite literally, she's the one who opened the fight, okay? I did not... I mean, yes, I did tell her I killed all the Steel Garrote people around, and then she attacked me, but, like, she made that choice herself. I did not push her to it. I did not antagonize her or anything, so... Oh well. I guess we're going inside then? Giada still wants to talk? What do you want? What do you possibly want? Alright, Giada.
Between the two of us, thank you for helping Yatsli reach that vase.
Ah, that's her name, the one I don't
Maybe it seems like nothing to you, but to her it's everything. When you consider how many Orlans and dwarves there are, it's outrageous that we build so high off the ground.
I know, the Imperial Archives have some of the tallest bookshelves in Aora.
What a pain. Don't let her size fool you. On the inside, Yatsli stands as tall as a mountain. One of these days she's going to change the world, shake things up. And I'll be at her side, grinning like a fool.
Okay,
Anyway,
you are close
thanks
then.
Again.
You're welcome, I guess.
Until next time.
Yep, you too. Back to it. Alright, we're finally ready to continue. Giada doesn't have anything else to talk to me about. Let's go inside, please. Travel to Nakutedek. Yes, unaware damage bonus. Attacks on unaware enemies receive a damage bonus. Cool, but not particularly relevant. Maybe now I'll be able to go down to the lower levels.
We remember these walls.
Oh yeah?
Yes, we have been here.
Makes sense. Yeah, last time I was here, there was definitely stuff beneath us, right? That we weren't able to access. So I have to assume now that we're here with Giada, we'll be able to access it. I assume when she activates the machines, it's going to make like a set of stairs or something.
Of discovery, armed and ready for mischief.
I'm 2 out of 3 anyway.
True.
Before we get started, indulge me. What are you excited to learn about?
I guess this Dream Scourge and how to stop is pretty good. Also, maybe about the entity tethered to my soul, that's pretty important.
We'll get to that and more, I promise. Now, I'm going to tap into the pillar's dormant energy and give it a good shake.
That doesn't sound...
In layman's terms, I'm
great.
chumming the water and daring the Dream Scourge to show its ugly face.
That sounds extra bad, actually. Is that a good idea?
No, but it should get us results. Alright. Drawing on the energy of the phantasmal focus, I'll start with a low-frequency ethereal vibration.
All of this is going above my head. You just do you, okay? No
I've
need
got
for
nothing.
explanations.
You?
I don't know. I'm not an
Like I
animancer.
could go for some pie.
Shit. Alright, adjusting the frequency. Focus is warming up. I hope that's a good sign. Let me know if you feel something. Who knows how your godlike nature will react to this.
I assume the voice is going to talk to me again.
We're going to pin this bastard down.
How about we don't explode and turn into plants, huh?
Are you sure about this?
Don't worry, I'm a professional. Now, here goes nothing.
Souls in a circle, a whirlpool. We twine. We twine.
Okay.
Hey, I think I got something. The focus twitched.
Oh.
Like a fishing rod. Is that a door?
Oh. Okay, so that'll let us downstairs then, presumably. Got it.
Not the result I was looking for, but a result nonetheless.
True. I felt strange for a moment there, like we got someone's attention.
Hold on to that feeling. We might need it again.
I mean,
Right
this
before the door
attention
opened, I
possibly
detected something in the
turned your
Aja.
parents into plants, so
That's
that's something
right.
you should be a little bit more
The dream
concerned about
scourge is
this.
a point of origin. We can study the affliction from here, but I don't know that we can stop it.
But at least discovering more about the point of origin would be helpful. So we find the source and cut it off at the root. Couldn't we just send a little healing magic through the Adra? Are you alright?
We can discuss our feelings later. Right now, I need answers. If we want to stop the dream scourge, we still need to learn more about the source of the affliction.
Okay, so now, depending on if
I
it's
hate to say
animancy or
it, but
not, it will
we'll
change
get
up
better
my
results at the base of the pillar.
my decision
energies
on the
are more
Zarips up
potent.
north. You want to go down the secret entrance. Well, naturally. We're walking into a trap. The door opened for a reason. Any theories?
We shouldn't jump to conclusions.
Agreed.
After you.
Oh, sure. Send me down first.
We gotta see what's down there now.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. We did. Luminous, do you want to talk?
I've been praying here for ages.
Oh, speaking of which, I have a quest item for you.
I've never found a way down to the lower levels. Not one. You're going down there, aren't you?
That's the plan. Oh, that's literally what I was going to say. Any advice?
I tell the acolytes to walk softly for a reason. Something is alive down there. Or if not alive, moving.
I appreciate it. I'll be careful.
Careful would be staying on this side of the door.
True.
Don't be careful. Be ready.
Got it.
If you don't return, I'll tell the others what happened.
Alright, get ready to run in case we die down
How
there.
tall, good-looking, and charming we all are.
Yeah, also, I have your item.
Welcome back. I hope the wilderness gave you safe passage. May I help you?
Yeah, it took some doing, but I found St. Widewind's reliquary.
You did? To think a godlike would deliver this back to me. I feel blessed, truly. Wherever he is, Eothas smiles on you.
If you say so. I found the thief's journal, too. That was no ordinary robbery.
Wait, are you suggesting he stole it for some purpose?
Eothas killed his whole family in the Deadfire. No wonder he had a grudge. Yeah.
What? Eothas himself? Ending innocent lives? I'd heard the rumors that he walked among us, but to think the God of Light could be to blame for such horrors. No, it's beyond belief.
Agents of violence. They cloak themselves in warmth and light and spread like wildfire.
That man was persecuted. Don't tell me you can't sympathize with him.
I feel for him, but he is wrong. The truth of Eothas remains.
You know Eothas that well, do you?
Obviously not. I wouldn't presume to be closer to him than any other priest.
What about
But
Sigarmus?
still, I find myself lost, godlike. I look at this relic now and I wonder whether all my years of service were a waste.
Possibly. Burn it. I don't know what the right decision is here. Keep it, but remember why people lost their faith.
I will. I pity my own suffering when I should learn from it instead.
Yeah, learn.
I'll pray for the thief's absolution. If not in this life, then maybe the next. Thank you for telling me all this.
You're welcome.
Shame this had to happen. Some war wounds never heal.
Okay, I guess Giada has nothing to say about that, but let us proceed.
I did not bring us here to explore, but clearly something wants to be found.
If you say so.
Feel like the start of a cautionary campfire tale to anyone else?
Yes, it does, actually.
Did you open the door? Or did the door open for you?
Actually, I thought you opened it, considering you're the one playing around with the staff, or whatever the heck that thing is. I would like this. Thank you. And I guess I'll just go down the stairs. Anything down here? Okay. Not seeing anything. Hello?
Incredible. These ruins are untouched. We are the first to disturb them. When was
Great.
the last time anyone walked these passages? It must have been centuries. No, millennia.
Spectral bolt, please.
Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. We'll talk more once we reach the
Nice.
door.
But I'm not done. Oh, enemies. Wait, you're directing me over there? If you're directing me over there, then I want to go back here. What's back here, then? More stuff. Soul pod. Okay, I understand. You want me to use ice. Wait, can I... How do I set up... Oh, I can bind ability. Let's bind the heal. Yes, let's bind the heal. And then I want to use the ice grenade. Okay. That works for me. Get me up here, please. Thank you. Where does this lead? Oh, hi. Gimme. It's gonna be random junk. Yes, it is. Vendor trash. Effigy necklace. Nice. So I was right. I was right. Nakutadek was the place. Not sure where to find that last thing, though. The thing about the octet of skulls or something like that? Or was that what I just found? I'm not sure. Let me see. Totem of Defiance. Oh, sorry. The Idol of Violent Rebellion. I need to find that. I don't really know where that is. I'm gonna have to figure it out before I leave this region, but that's okay. I have all the time in the world to do that. Whirling Bruiser. Okay, I'm not worried about you guys. Taunt. Jump. Well done. Okay. Look at those crits. I love that damage. Okay. So far, so good. I think I'm going to go for the Corruptor because it's the magic user. Okay. Back off. Taunt. Oh, okay, that was close. I nearly got hit. Alright, we're done. That wasn't bad at all.
Everyone okay?
I'm fine. You were really the only one who was struggling there. Give me that. There are more enemies above or below me right now, like in this direction, according to the map. Anyone seeing any more plants? The game is telling me there are more plants to pick up, but I'm not seeing them. Oh, in this direction, huh? Through there. Okay, so we'll definitely burn that.
Here it comes.
This seems to lead to Dream Scourge in some way. Oh, I guess we can just walk in through here and then we'll have access through the other door. Got it. Got it. Hello. Give me that. Well, there's the one plant. Ooh, Magran's Blessing. Thank you very much. And we'll clear this. Moving on. Ow.
Some kind of trap overhead.
Where? That? Okay. The water was a little painful, by the way. Did I jump over the trap? I must have jumped over the trap or something. Okay, I'm gonna save, because it seems like this would be a combat zone. Okay, so far so good, I guess. Yeah, we'll do our best. Maybe I should have just jumped right down. What's making that noise? I don't know. But it doesn't matter, because I'm definitely going after this priest before he can actually do anything. Alright, run. Run away. Let my guys do their jobs. Okay. How about you go and taunt? Nice. Is that a skeleton dude? Yes, it is. Skeleton Barbarian. Got it. The AoEs are coming into play here, though, so this is fine. Also, really like Giada's passive heal. Swing at me, I dare you. Nope. Nope. Okay. Get in there. Is that a summoner? That's a chanter. Get him. Okay. Am I getting surrounded right now? I am. Okay, that hurts actually quite a bit. I don't know what you're doing, but I don't like it, so go away and leave me alone. Ooh, I think we just got buffed by her, too. Very good. How about you heal us now? Wait, can she just use that? Like, can she just spam that? I think she can. It's just on a cooldown. So from now on, I don't even need to worry about drinking potions or going back to camp, huh? I can just tell her every, like, 45 seconds, hey,
Life into death.
heal me, please, and then we'd be done.
Think it survived all these years.
What are you talking about? This mural?
Surprisingly colorful. Not sure what I expected.
I don't even know what I'm looking
I've
at,
seen
to be honest.
godless architecture before. I've never seen godless art until
Oh,
now.
godless art. Okay,
Just
cool.
imagine how much has been lost.
Quite a
We
lot,
should keep
actually.
moving. I don't mean to slow us down.
You're not slowing us down. At the moment, though, I don't know how to open this door, so that's annoying. Definitely a chest through here. Oh, probably right through here? That'll do it.
Charge it up.
Yes, please, charge it up.
A little spark.
Oh, that sound freaked me out for a second. I thought something was spawning in to attack me. I actually, like, felt a pulsing in my heart. Okay. Well, moving on. Something up there, but I don't need it. Oh, I guess I could have used it as a trap or something, huh? Alright. More enemies
I would not go swimming if I were you.
downstairs.
Unless you wish to meet your maker. There must be a way across. If
What
not
the heck?
underwater, perhaps over it. With the help of some ice.
Okay, we can definitely use some ice. I say as I don't use the ice. I can just jump across, I'm fine. So that's all powered by something, huh? Oh, hello! Give me whatever's in here. Thank you. What about the other side? Okay, I need you guys to not be in my way. Okay, wonderful. Let's keep moving. I mean, yeah, I could just... I could use the ice, or I can be cheap and save as much of it as possible. If we do this, will this turn off the trap?
Just a little spark.
Yeah, okay, that deactivated the traps, I think. Then I can double back just to grab the heal, or not the healing, the free plant, and then we can move on. Some sort of dead body up ahead, apparently. Through here? Well, there's definitely a chest and a corpse. Oh. That wasn't difficult at all. Thank you very much. I'll even take that. Okay. I'm definitely expecting a boss of some sort because we were warned by that dude. Hey, there's something big down there is basically what...
What in the name of Aora is that?
I think it's sleeping.
I don't know. Is that going to get up?
Anything like it before. I don't believe it's a statue. No.
It has
This was alive
an
once.
item in it, embedded in
The
it.
people who lived here were terrified of it.
Okay. Is this biological? It's like, is this organic? Or is this a machine? It's hard to
Whatever
tell
this is,
with the
Ethan's
textures.
dead. 2 points for the godless, none for the abominations.
I guess it was alive then. I was trying to see if this was like plant life, you know, like wood or something. I think it was actually just
Never a dull moment.
Oh crap! Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I didn't realize. Get in there. Didn't realize I put myself in a ghost story. There's a grate or something back there. That looks like it wants to fight me. Okay, let me get that free damage, please. Ow. Okay, good, good, good. You're still alive somehow. Please heal us. And I'll heal everyone else. Great. Skeleton Ranger? That's not helpful. No. This is dangerous. Okay. Ow. Watch the right or watch the left. Give me one or the other, yeah? Okay, that was a waste. Ow. That was painful. Okay. This is fine. Give me that free damage. Thank you. I should probably eat something. Yes, please. And run. I don't want to get killed by whatever this is. Stop attacking my healer. Please stop attacking my healer. Ow. What do you mean, hold on? Taunt him. Thank you. Okay, Giada, I need you to heal all of us again. Thank you. What the heck is that thing? Greater Calamity Blight. No, I don't want that. I don't want that. Let's take out the skeleton. And then I realize, oh, I got almost none of those hits in because I was stuck on a rock. Very helpful. Thanks for that. Ow! That hurt. Taunt him. Okay, so hopefully we can make this happen. Ooh, couldn't block that. Oh. Just end already. Die. Thank you. Oh. Okay, ow, that hurt. That was not nice of you, sir. Are we done? I mean, minus the one big guy? I think we are. Actually, no, there's a whole bunch of them in the other room, apparently. Well, the good news is that's the other room, but not right here, so I'll take it. Okay. Taunt, please. What other abilities do you have? We can use Barrier. This is fine. Bump it. Are we done yet? There we go. Oh, more things just spawned in. Great. Ow! Gonna die. Small Calamity Blights. Okay, so the fact that they split into smaller versions, a little annoying. Okay. Nice. Go to bed. I think we're basically done now. At least in this room. Definitely more enemies next door, though, or below us. Alright. This was a little bit challenging, but we survived, and that's the most important part. Moving on. Oh yeah, I picked up a new weapon. What was that, anyway? The new weapon I picked up is Giant Slumber. Power attacks deal moderate stun. One-handed, though. Oh, the fact that it's one-handed is a little annoying. Well, I'm just gonna stick with this.
Interesting. The Godless clearly had some ideas about reincarnation, even if they didn't have a god.
Every other culture I've come across reveres the gods, even if they give them different names and pictures.
This is kind of Dream Scourgy down here, by the way.
Life without any gods to guide your destiny. Without anyone shepherding you this way and that. Of course, I can imagine it, but I'll wager you have a harder time.
Possibly true. Uh-oh. That's just a mushroom. A Delemgan.
They're headed. Ready to make an entrance?
Okay.
How did they even get down here? Clever things must have their own... Looks like quite a party.
That is a good question. How did they get down here? Also, they're just, like, dancing back there. Having a rave party. We shouldn't be in combat right now. We definitely didn't see that. Nope. Cilia. That's a name. Who's Cilia? Is it you? Okay, it's the big guy. The Delemgan is a bit of a problem. Oh, hey. Hello, Bulwark. Okay. I'm definitely gonna get jumped. Ow, holy crap. That hurt. Ow. Okay, heal up, please. Heal us, please. As typical, the big guy, not as threatening as the little ones. Okay, nice. Did he just say come one, come all? We're not holding a party, Giada. Okay. I'm gonna run around. You! Get out of here. Maybe this will be enough to land the free hit. Or free— oh, whoa, that was scary. Oh, hey. That was very scary, actually. Ow. Ow. Stop that. Very rude. So, oh, wow, holy crap. You attack quickly, ma'am. Or sir, whatever. I prefer if you didn't. Okay. I think we're good, right? Unless more things spawn in. Hopefully no more things spawn in. Giada, how about you heal all of us, please? Okay, we're clear. Not too bad.
Show yourselves.
Probably just because it's story related. Yeah.
That means the coast is clear. Let's have a look at the Adra pillar.
Well, there's 3 different things that we can power up, so that's good to know. But yeah, so because it's a story-related boss, it's not nearly as hard as some of the other things we fought so far. I presume. There's another one down there.
Charge it out. Heal us through the Adra.
Oh, okay. Okay, we can do that. How do we open that door? Is that the way out, then? I don't know. Not enough essence. Okay, fine. I guess I can drink another potion. Or even, I'll have the all leaves tea.
Find us.
Alright, chill out. One last one. That's down there somewhere, okay. Well, I guess I should deal with whatever this is before, okay, never mind. I'm gonna unlock this door first anyway. Because that's just how I roll. Well, there's a plant in there and a chest. Oh, is that what it is? Is this all I'm unlocking?
Just a little spark.
Yeah, I think we just unlocked the door to access the loot, so it doesn't hurt to actually just go in here then. Sure. Nice. Although I don't really know how often I'll be using it. But still, nice. I guess the door won't open until I deal with this.
Dream Scourge into a corner. I say we pin it down here and now, before it wriggles away from us.
What about the animancy gear we left behind?
The equipment was compensating for a poor connection to the beyond. Here, we won't have that problem. The last time we tried this, you felt something, yes? Maybe it had to do with your godlike nature.
Maybe.
Try making contact with the Adra this time. It could only help. The effect should be stronger than before. Brace yourself.
Alright. Well, that's a lot of essence. Ooh. Oh, that's not great. Oh, hi. What the? Okay. That's kind of freaky looking. That's a lot of eyes.
Words and soothing thoughts. We welcome you. The mourners are gone now. Only the memories remain.
That sounds lonely. Will you share these memories with me? What are you? Who are you?
We once belonged to the green and the wild. A people lived there once. They loved us as we loved them. They brought their dead to us. We used to dip our fingers, wade in the confluence of souls.
Perception. You're describing worship. The godless did have a god. You.
We felt the thrill of
Okay,
their
so they weren't
wonder.
godless after all.
We basked in their desire to know us. They brought their prayers to us. We answered.
I mean, that makes sense. I am a godlike after all. A new god. How did you come to be? If you're a god, why has no one heard of you?
Our people died.
Oh, true,
Their
yeah.
books were burned. No one was left to speak our name. But we remember an age of connection and wholeness.
I'm a little distracted by the shape of this right there in the forehead. Probably shouldn't bring attention to it, but yeah.
The sky, many into a whole. We touched the mountains and they molded to our fingerprints. The Akita twined around us.
Yep, those are the
We stood
godless.
in awe of what we made. They called us the gardener, steward of life,
Okay.
Sabado.
Sapadol. Sapadol is your divine patron and the god of the living lands. Okay, you're just revealing that in a codex entry immediately, huh? Okay. Imprisoned and alone, they rattle the bars of their cage and cry for help that only you, their godlike, can provide. Well, I immediately trusted a lot more then. But just by reading this, of course I trusted a lot more. Divine patron and the god. In all my studies, I've never encountered your name.
None who remember us still live. But we have felt in you the seed of connection. We have sought you, called to you.
I'm the only godlike from you, right?
You reach back. We have not known the joy of companionship in so long.
Probably eons, right? And now I need your help. I have to stop the Dream Scourge. This is about freeing you from your prison, isn't it? That's why you've reached out. Yeah. Wait, in the Strangle Route, I asked you whose godlike I am. You told me none of this.
A
True.
mistake, nothing more. We swear, we kept nothing from you. This prison clouds our mind, our memories as murky as fetid water. Find us, free us. The rot that festers seeps into us as well.
Alright, you're talking about the Dream
Fate is
Scourge,
far from
presumably.
here, buried in the garden,
The Garden.
beyond the poison sea.
The Garden is a mythical location full of ancient power and mystery. It is rumored to be in the heart of the living lands. But it's beyond the sea? The Garden, a poison sea, you've got to give me more to go on than that.
Alas, we have been cut off from the land we knew and loved for too long. We could not trace its hills and valleys for you. But there are others who can. Go to the halls of the Tabaru Sanakis. We will
what
try
now?
to explain.
Tabaru Sanakis were ancient guardians of the living lands, born as godlikes, and imbued with a special purpose from their creator. So they're my kin, basically.
Those who cherish us, the chosen of the Akita, wait there. They will show you the way to the garden, to our prison.
Alright, sure. And then you'll help me end the Dream Scourge?
We will cleanse this
Okay.
vault with you once our hands are
That sounds good.
unbound. Find us in the garden. We twine, we await.
Works for me?
First, let us offer you a sliver of our power, a boon to help you survive and find us. Will you accept it?
Sure, why not? I did this last time. Wait. Intellect. A sliver of your power is a sliver of your soul. Your gift makes me a little bit more you.
A mere drop in a lake, a drop of our blood, our sap, given to nourish you. We would never harm you, seed of our soul. We could not, even if we wished such cruelty. Your will remains yours.
Does it now? But, fine, I'll take it.
Take it with our blessing.
I already took the last power anyway. They told me in the story, hey, you can use this healing ability on other people who need help. And not once so far has that come into play. Thorn of Sapodol. Fires a thorn of energy that passes through multiple enemies, causing damage on impact and momentarily rooting them in place. Okay. So that happened. I have a lot to tell you guys. Where are my companions? Are they not watching over me? They're just literally watching over me. Hey.
You're awake. Finally. We really pushed the phantasmal focus to its limits.
You were out a long time.
How long was I out? That's a question I have to ask.
For a second there, I thought... Actually, never mind what I thought.
I've been dead before. Yeah, that wasn't as bad as when I was killed, but it was close.
It's a good thing we got results, because I have no desire to put you through that again.
Well, that's good.
While you were out, I got some clear readings of the Dream Scourge.
And what'd you learn?
Its origin to the center of the living lands. Somewhere deep in the untouched wilderness.
The garden. They called it the garden.
You've heard of it. Fascinating. Maybe someone knows about this garden of yours. If we find the garden, we can cut off the Dream Scourge at its source. I hesitate to bring it up, but you were muttering while you were out.
Was I now? I'm a sleep
Quite a lot
talker?
to say. Whatever you were communing with, it had a spiritual energy I've encountered before.
Oh,
Only
really?
in traces. It must be connected to the Dream Scourge. Perhaps they share a similar origin.
Well, apparently the Dream Scourge is infecting it as well. Their name is Sapodol.
Yes, Sapodol. Who are they? What are they to you?
The god of the living lands.
I'm sorry? Sapodol is a god? But that's impossible. How could we have missed this?
They didn't reach out to me until I set foot here. I believe they're trapped in the garden for some reason. No one alive remembers them, that's true.
A trapped god.
I didn't mention
Trapped. And you spoke to them through the Adra. Maybe that tells us something.
A watcher told me that the Adra in the living lands is different.
Not the Adra itself, but how it comes together. We've long theorized that all Adra is connected, but that changed when Animancers came to the living lands. The Adra here is severed from the rest of Eora.
Oh, okay.
Connected only to itself, or so we believe. If Sapodal speaks and works through Adra, then the living lands is their prison, their tomb.
I'm glad it makes sense to you, because I'm lost. There must be a connection between Sapodol and the Dream Scourge, yeah?
You could be right, but we have no way of knowing for certain.
True, not until we
Yet,
get there.
anyway. We know the Dream Scourge is coming from this garden of yours. Maybe Sapodal can help us fight it.
I mean, it promised to do so. What do you think, Kai?
I got a headache just thinking about it. And I'm not the one with the god knocking around in there.
Yep, true.
The real question is, where do I start?
I need to find the halls of the Tabaru Sanakis.
Doesn't ring a bell, but maybe someone's heard of it before. We'll find the source of the Dream Scourge in the garden, but we have to find the garden first.
True.
Then that's where we start.
Let's return to Fior Mesiverno. Banished or not, maybe I can squeeze a few answers out of my colleagues.
Hopefully. What does this mean for Emerald Stair?
Gods, I don't know. The farms, the community, my research, they all depend on animancy. But the Dream Scourge is the end of animancy. The end of the living lands as we know it.
But obviously we need to stop it,
We
yes.
should leave this place and its memories. There's nothing more for us here.
Finding a secret entrance and discovering a new god. Not bad for a day's work.
Yeah, no kidding.
Wait.
A lot of revelation. What?
We smell the musk of war. We hear the clash of steel.
Uh-oh. So be armed and ready? Are we under attack?
No. In the distance. They fade now. Was it a dream?
I don't know. You tell me.
I lost you for a second there. Something the matter?
I have a bad feeling. We need to get back to Fior Mesiverno fast. Sapadol had a premonition. I'm not sure what it was about.
I don't like the sound of that.
Me neither.
Let's go. You take the lead.
Come on. There's a way up those stairs.
Ooh. Uncover the secret of Naku Tedek. Return to Fior Messiverno. Okay, we'll do. There's definitely that door which now opened up.
There is such a thing as learning too much. The mortal mind can only take so many revelations.
Travel to
at a
Emerald
time.
Stair.
What we
Okay, I would...
discovered here, it changes everything.
I would like to, but what are those enemies above me?
Lands. Who knew?
Well, there were apparently enemies above me, but... That's fine, that's fine. I must have missed... Well, no. Did I miss something? I feel like I picked every available, like, I explored the place, like, thoroughly. I don't know. Let's go back to Fior. Things are a little...
No! What happened? Who did this? The city's under attack. Come, there isn't a moment to waste.
Yeah, I was saying, it's a little smoky. Could this be the work of the Steel Garrote?
We won't learn anything standing here. I just hope Quilichi is alright.
Okay, let's go back then.
Something's
Let's...
wrong. Doesn't look like the city, but let's make
Oh,
sure
it
no one's...
doesn't? I don't know, it looks like the city to me.
Believe this.
Something's
Things
burning.
considered, Fior Messiverno looks undamaged.
Does it?
Surprising when you consider the state of our defenses.
Is there a way for me to fast travel over there? Probably not. No, cannot fast travel from my area, so...
Whoever started this fight didn't come prepared to finish it. I will be happy to oblige them.
Okay, well, let's run back.
Dangerous
Let's run
enemy
back.
today.
We'll
So Sapadol was sensing this, huh?
They break, they bind us.
Also bad. What? How do I get down there? This is the most confusing part. If I come, like, over here... I guess this'll work. Ow. Yeah, I guess this'll work. Alright. No, falling off would be death. Ow. That's fine, that's fine.
I hope everyone is alright.
Me too.
When people settled these lands in the name of freedom, it took 50 years, but our oppressors caught up to us.
Well, let's find out what's going on. I'm pretty sure I took out the attack group that was supposed to be doing this, right? Like the Steel Garrote.
Again, they strike.
Okay, lots of dead bodies. It is Steel Garrote. It is Steel Garrote. Did I not take out the Steel Garrote in that cave? I swear I did. Okay, well, this is problematic. I didn't return to give the old lady my regards about, you know, dropping off the food at the shrines and stuff.
Let's set out. We've tarried long enough.
You guys want to talk about this? What are you guys doing? Just chilling? There's a whole attack going on your city and you don't care? I guess they're relaxing after winning a fight, but still. A lot of dead bodies around here, huh?
There's the city.
What did you say?
Thank goodness.
Good news?
It's good to see home again. If only for a moment.
Oh,
I see you avoided the carnage. A few of your countrymen, well...
aren't you a
let's say they
Garrote right
didn't
here?
know any better.
You may have beaten us today, but it's only a matter of time before Emerald Stair bends the knee.
Shut up already. Since the two of you are kin, I thought maybe you could help squeeze some information out of him.
The Steel Garrote report to Inquisitor Ludwin, not Adir.
Good point. I'll just bring the masked warlord who answers to no one in for questioning.
True.
That isn't going to happen. We caught this one alive, so any justice we mete out will be on his head. What we know is this. The Steel Garrote marched on Emerald Stair. We're pretty sure they wanted to set us to the torch.
They did, actually. I
And
found a
you
lot of
taught them
evidence
the
of
error
that.
of their ways. Well done.
Just doing my job, same as you. What I don't understand is why they came unprepared. Few soldiers, and even fewer supplies. If the Steel Garrote wanted to start a fire...
Well,
they
about
should
that,
back
there was a
out of
cave, like, right
firepower.
next to the city that emptied out. Yeah, I killed the reinforcements in a hidden camp.
That was you?
Possibly.
Well, that's one question down. I'm sure the governor will want to thank you himself. As for our friend here,
It doesn't matter what you do to me. The living lands will be brought to heel.
He has like the most
I'm a patient.
generic British evil
if you
over
don't give
like
us some
evil
answers,
officer voice
the
ever.
envoy here is going to rip you in half.
Arcane Scholar. Not to contradict you, but a proper vivisection is actually quite gentle.
You know I was bluffing, don't you?
Of course I know.
I'm not looking forward to cleaning up the mess. So you can help me by telling us what we want to know.
Your threats are wasted, Kerr. I have nothing to hide. Inquisitor Ludwig gave the order to march on Fior Messiverno.
I'm not surprised, we knew that already. So I figured, tell me why. Oh, was the ambassador aware of this?
Of course not.
Okay.
Hilgard lacks the spine to make the hard calls. Emerald stares on the precipice of disaster. Crops have failed, the townsfolk are defiant, and it's only gotten worse.
I fail to see how attacking my city helps the situation.
The coast is the only habitable corner in the living lands. We can unite as one people, or let the wilderness take us. What choice do we have? Tradition led this place to its doom. Better that it burn, and the people start again.
That's not exactly how this all
Without
works.
a doubt.
Yeah.
The worst justification for a war crime that I have ever heard.
Speaking from experience, people don't usually unite as one after you've attacked their home.
Correct?
Ludwig tried to hasten the inevitable. Nothing more.
Ah, now that is what I call a thorough confession.
I didn't even have to
What do you
ask
want
anything.
To do with him? As an Adiran, I trust you know how to handle it by the book.
I'm very by the book. Okay, let me turn to my companions.
Violence is the language of the Steel Garrote. Nothing less will get through to them.
I say throw back the little ones if they're not in a position to do more harm.
I think I
Besides,
agree.
He's probably more scared of what'll happen if you don't kill him.
Also true, sending him back to Ludwig will probably be pretty rough. Send him back.
I will see to it myself. Too bad the road to Paradise is in bad shape. Our wagon might hit a bump or two.
As much as I want to rip his soul apart, maybe he's more useful to us alive.
I doubt he'll be any use at all, but sure.
Can't send me back to Ludwig. Don't you know what she does to people who fail her?
I can't wait to find out.
Oh, this is far
See you
worse for
around,
him.
Envoy. Thanks again.
Though to be fair to him, it's not his fault.
Worse than death,
I took out his
perhaps,
reinforcements.
but fate nonetheless.
Good call. He's Ludwig's problem. Not worth getting your hands dirty.
Okay, well let's go back into the
You
city.
showed more mercy to the Steel Garrote than I would have. But
Are you bound, or are you just standing with your hands behind your back?
What is it you want? An apology?
Alright. Well, back into the city then. You have any dialogue for me?
You did right by us. Thank you, Envoy.
You're welcome. So in that case, let me find the old lady just to return, or rather return to her with good news. And then... Oh, everyone's just chilling. But I don't want to talk to you people right now. I want to go back to turn in my quest. Where is it? Elder Offerings. Where is she again? Does anyone remember? All the way down... Oh.
Envoy, I owe you my gratitude.
Yes, you do.
Perhaps an apology. They tell me you're the reason our city is standing.
I am.
You took care of the Steel Garrote
Oh,
before they could cause
Fior
any
Extinguisher.
serious damage.
Save Fior Messiverno from being raised by the Steel Garrote. Okay. It looks like they were preparing an attack on Fior.
I can't imagine what it cost you to stand up to the likes of the Steel Garrote. but
About like 2
I
hours.
won't forget it.
Or like an hour of dying over and over
Warned
again.
me something like this might happen. At least we had time to brace for it.
No doubt your Inquisitor is aware of what happened here. You've made a powerful enemy.
Oh, that's not surprising. True, but I have many friends in Adir who will vouch for me.
We're a long way from Adir. You might find allies in short supply.
Fair.
As for us, we're still standing, but our enemies have little patience for failure.
We agree on one thing. The Steel Garrote have declared war on the living lands.
Inquisitor Ludwig did threaten to break the frontier.
That sort of thinking is precisely why my father fled the Valian republics.
What happened here is no coincidence. Their forces already have an unshakable grip on Paradis. Today marks a notable victory, but we've only bought ourselves time, not salvation. Tell us, what of your research into the Dream Scourge? Assuming our governor wants to hear it.
You better want to hear it now.
I may have spoken in haste before.
Possibly.
Pardon?
The very notion that the Dream Scourge had blighted our farms, it was too awful to acknowledge.
But it's true.
Serious right now?
Yeah, hiding it is not going to do you any good.
I am. The sanctuary my family built was falling apart on my watch. And I wasn't strong enough to bear it.
Correct. So what changed your mind?
You must understand. My mother is the Dream Scourge.
I knew that. I found her.
I hoped against reason that she might recover. But her mind grew as blighted as her lands. To face reality would mean upending my city, throwing order into chaos, and admitting she was truly gone. I'm so sorry, Giata.
Don't waste your apologies on me. This changes nothing between us.
I don't expect your forgiveness, but I will do everything in my power to make this right.
All right.
Whatever you have to say, I'm ready to hear it.
Are you? Go ahead, Giada. Tell them everything.
You want me to do the talking?
Yeah.
Very well.
Why not? Let someone else do it for the
evidence is
change.
clear. The Living Lands is on the edge of an ecological disaster, both physically and spiritually. We may know the origin of the Dream Scourge. By following it back to the source, perhaps we can reverse the damage. Now for the bad news. An undiscovered god rests in the heart of this island. Until we know more about its nature, we are powerless to stop it.
Why are we suddenly deciding we need to stop the god?
When I said I was ready for the truth, I didn't mean...
You can't handle the truth.
It's madness.
Envoy, is it true?
Can you elaborate, Giada?
There's no other explanation for the spiritual shift in the Living Lands. Something that slept has awoken. I believe there is still more to learn, but a disturbance on this scale could explain the changes to our ecosystem.
First the Dream Scourge, then the Steel Garrote, and now... what does this god of yours want us to do? Pray?
I don't know if that'll help.
For theological discussion. Our survival hangs on a knife's edge. We can't remain in Emerald Stair.
So what's your plan?
Return someday. Rebuild your father's legacy. We should relocate to Thirdborn. It's the only settlement that can take us all.
No. I say we go to Paradis.
Paradis is under Adirian control.
Exactly.
Why is that good for you?
As long as we are animancers, the Adirians will pursue us to the ends of the earth. Instead, we lay low, hide in plain sight, let them believe we're beaten, and bide our time.
While we hide, the Dream Scourge will tear this island apart. At least in Thirdborn, we can practice animancy freely. We can't gamble with our existence. The political climate of the Living Lands is too dangerous.
Okay, what do you guys recommend?
Thirdborn's full of hardy types. Lots of former soldiers and mercenaries. A rough bunch, but good to have at your back.
Okay.
It's also farther from the Steel Garrote's base of operations.
Yeah, makes
That's where
sense.
I'd make my
We don't want to be next to Ludwin. What are you kidding? Like, Giada?
Thirdborn has its own problems. Paradis is more secure, but it would mean living under Adirian rule. I don't like our options, but that shouldn't stop us from committing to one.
I'm leaning towards telling them to go to Thirdborn. Let me think on it for a sec. Our original plan, which is to just tell them to go to Thirdborn. Study and help however you can.
As animancers and as fellow expatriates.
I have my misgivings, but you helped my father leave the Republics. I trust you to help us again. What of you, envoy? Where does the hunt for the Dream Scourge take you next?
Some random place I've never heard of before, other than the garden.
Oh, I do.
Okay, that's nice.
Yardsley? Don't tell me you are getting swept up in all of this.
Oh, really? You should know better, darling. Any talk of the Akita, and I will.
Oh, you even know their name.
If you're looking for the garden, I can probably lead the way. You're already aware that I'm the foremost Akitan scholar in the Living Lands, and...
Godless scholar, my dear. No one outside of academia uses their proper name.
I do.
Ah, right.
But I'm also technically part of academia based on my history.
Well, to make a long story short, I think I can lead you to the garden. 30 years of research, and I think the answer lies in a ruin called Naku Kubel.
Naku Kubel is an ancient godless ruin located in the Shatterscarp. Yeah, I figured we'd be going there. Rumored to be the largest intact ruin in the region, Naku Kubel is steeped in mystery and superstition.
So we've got to get there now.
Well, almost
the city
now.
was saved. My research wasn't. Which means the Steel Garrote knows just as much as we do.
That's problematic.
Wait. If they know as much as we do, they know to go to Shatterscarp too.
Yeah, true.
Oh no. I've got to warn Temerity.
Who?
Meet me in Thirdborn, alright?
The no-nonsense and much beleaguered current leader of the Thirdborn.
You can't miss it. It's the only bit of civilization in Shatterscarp, if you can call it that. I'll finish getting ready here and just meet you there.
Sounds good to me.
What a whirlwind. God, I love that tiny woman.
Of course you do. Once Yardsley joins us, we'll have more scholars than fighters.
You'll need both to survive the Living Lands, but at least you won't be lacking in...
She's just gliding away back there.
Don't speak too soon.
I can promise you a good brain, but it doesn't always come with good judgment.
That's fair.
For what it's worth, I vouch for Yardsley. She's a good friend, and a bad influence.
Well, yeah, because she's your
now,
adoptive father's flame, right? So.
There's a gate to the north, which will take you to Shatterscarp.
Oh, I know.
It's guarded by some of our best rangers. I'll make sure they grant you safe passage. May the gods protect you, envoy.
Thank you, and you too.
Exploring the Living Lands with a friend. What more could I ask for?
Back to Shatterscarp then.
Yeah, is that where you're from, Kai? I think so.
Giada, thank goodness you're alright. We fought back the Steel Garrote, but I fear all we hurt was their pride. They'll come after us again.
At least now we can prepare. You faced oppression before and lived to tell of it.
Yes, but this flavor of oppression is different than it was in ages past. It has an urgency that frightens me.
I'll give the Steel Garrote something to fear.
Ludwin knows no fear. We'll show them that actions have consequences.
You give me hope for the future, envoy. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Are you going to be alright?
Thirdborn will be a good home for our people. Anywhere is safer than Emerald Stair.
Agreed?
Yes, but it's you I'm worried about.
I won't lie to you, Giada. War is a young man's game, and this attack has rattled me to my core. I hope that I live long enough to see peace return to the Living Lands. That is all.
There will be peace again. Somehow.
One day. Hope never dies when there is belief. Ooh, that's a might check.
Then I have hope, envoy.
Don't be a stranger. I'm still your apprentice after all.
Oh, I beg to differ. You have taken your education places I cannot follow. Be well.
The student is surpassing the master, certainly. Okay, and you?
It's clear to me now. There is a threat in the Living Lands. But it is far greater than the Dream Scourge. You came to us for help. But you repaid it tenfold. I don't know how to repay you for thwarting the attack.
Maybe treat your people better. You could start by ending Giada's exile.
What? You do this for me? Really?
I mean, it sounds like he did it
extended the offer.
because he was upset. Like, a spur-of-the-moment
I
thing,
don't
so...
know. Not until my business with the envoy is concluded. And some things would have to change around here.
Understood. So be it. If Giada is willing to return, then I will allow it. Of course, the final decision is hers, and hers alone.
Does he have a lazy eye or something?
I'm
Like,
sure
every
you have
time he
other
talks, he,
matters to
like,
attend to in the living
slightly winks his left
Let me
eye. I
know
don't know if
if
it's
you
just
need
me
the
or
news.
what. Ranger Dorso was spying for the Steel Garrote.
Damn. I assumed they had inside help, but to think it came from one of our own rangers. Tell me, what's your interest in this matter?
Financial. Captain Acierno asked me to investigate.
If she convinced an Adiran envoy to unmask an Adiran spy,
True,
clearly
true.
I'm not paying her enough. I appreciate
It was a little bit more nuanced than that, though.
Maybe we wouldn't have to worry about the Steel Garrote.
If only. Alright, farewell for now. Let me go back to that lady then and return, the good news. Hey.
You return. Have you visited all 3 grave sites?
I have. We all encountered angry spirits while placing the offerings. Any idea why?
You fought them? The spirit's anguish must be driving them mad, the poor dears.
Now, why do you think they're angry?
I believe the influence of the recently dead could drive these poor souls to rage and violence. Be gentle with them, please. I don't believe they mean you true malice. They
We mean be gentle with them. What's done is done. They're super destroyed. They should rest easily now, in pieces.
Thank you for helping the dead to rest, my friend.
You're welcome.
You have done Fiora a great service.
That's debatable.
Will you stand and pray with me?
Sure, if it makes you feel better.
May you walk the path safely, always a step ahead of the pallid night and her toll. May the usher guide you through the safest doors.
I saw
to
a
the next
dialogue
life.
option there questioning her about taking food from the needy who are alive, which I would also like to question her about, but
See faith in you in all their aspects.
I still wanted her to feel better at least. It's an old lady.
And easily, and without fear.
Right, thanks, I guess.
And may we all take comfort in the knowledge that the next life awaits. You know the prayer.
Do I?
It gives me such joy.
I didn't say anything.
Please, take this token of Bareth's favor. May it keep you from her path for just a moment longer.
Bareth's blessed
May the usher
ward.
find you quickly, Aimika, and ferry you gently to the next life.
Thanks. Sounds like an amulet. Minus 5% damage from vessels. The small black bell acts as a reliquary of sorts. In place of a metal clapper sits the knuckle bone of a long-dead high priest of Bareth. Throughout their unnaturally long and storied life, this high priest worked tirelessly to free those poor souls bound to vessels, be they undead or constructs. Their belief was that all souls, no matter how wicked they may have been in life, deserve a chance at redemption in their next life. Such a chance is unobtainable for those severed from the wheel through the darker arts that the high priest reviled. Even in death, a measure of their fervor lingered behind in their remains, which now protect those that would see vessels destroyed. Okay, I see. So even undead are considered vessels. I guess that makes sense. They're like vessels of essence, right? So people can't pass on because their soul is trapped in these vessels. Makes sense, makes sense. So now the only thing left to do is deal with the Zarip and of course find the totem before moving on to the next map. So I hope that you enjoyed what you saw here today and that you're doing well wherever you are. This has been Karst with Avowed, and we'll catch you next time as we travel to Shatterscarp. Have a great day. Thank you for watching. We'll see you later. Bye-bye now.